Hi guys, so it is 7:30 on the Monday before the first week of med school, and I actually slept at 4:30 at night because I had some things that were bothering me and so I couldn't sleep. So I'm on 3 hours of sleep today, but I guess I should be used to that because I'm going to med school, so that is how it is. So I'm making some coffee. I'm gonna get on my computer. I actually feel like school started for me already because the modules for my classes, some of them at least, are open on our learning system, which is Canvas here in Florida. And so I'm already studying because we have a test before the first day of school. There's my doggo waiting to be let out. Hi, baby. Okay, I'm gonna go let him out. You ready to go out? And it's actually a beautiful Florida morning. Isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna do with the lack of sleep, and I'm gonna start studying. We apparently have assessments before class, before every class. So next Tuesday is going to be my first genetics and biochemistry class. So we're going to have quizzes before going to class because it's a flipped classroom. So we're actually going to study the lectures and read the material and, actually study and test our knowledge of it before going to class. And then in class we'll have discussions, which I actually like. Being a teacher, I actually think that's the best way to learn, but it is intimidating when you have a test before the first day of school. And then on my next class, it's going to be anatomy and then physiology, so I'll have a quiz for each of those before going to class. So some modules are open, some are not. I don't even have the syllabus yet, so it's kind of a little weird. I am studying Lecturio Notes, if some of you know what that is. It is pretty amazing. But to get all of the features and all of the lectures, you have to pay like a fee that I don't want to do yet because I feel like my school is going to pay for it. So I'm waiting on that, and I don't know which videos to access yet because the links that are on the modules don't work because they're with my school's link, and I don't know how to register for that yet. So there's a lot of things that I'm kind of working the blind right now in, but I'm excited. I'm trying to get a little ahead because I'm also planning my wedding, so I'm trying to not be super stressed out when I'm trying to do all those things at once. All right. So I have started to use Notion to take my notes in and organize everything in. And I've got to say, I'm kind of loving it right now. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. So this is kind of how I made my home page. Notion is an app. It's like, I don't say it's a note-taking app. And so what I've done is I have 4 classes that I'm starting this semester. And I started studying for genetics because some of those modules were up. So what I've done is I labeled the module, and then these were actually the questions listed that we basically should know at the end of, I guess, the session. And so I wrote those down, and then I, throughout my readings and my lecture notes and all the materials that were provided, PowerPoints, etc., I started answering as many of the questions as possible. And so some of them are kind of short, like if they're black, then they have a little bit more information. And then some of them are extremely long, like terms. I know there are so many, and then each of those terms has a lot going on as well. So if you want me to go into more detail with this, then I definitely can. And so that's how I plan on studying for them. So like I'll go through all of these and I'll be like, oh, do I know what an autosomal gene is? And if I don't, I'll open it up. I'll be like, oh, do I know what X-linked recessive inheritance is? And if I don't, I'll open it up. I have a section for quiz questions. So Lecturia has quizzes on there. So I'm basically copied and pasted all the quiz questions. The ones in bold are the ones that I either missed or I want to focus on a little bit more because I thought the answers were a little odd. So those are bolded. And then I have the answers for all of them regardless. So those are quiz questions right from Lecturia. And then these are Lecturia links basically. Okay, so like these are clickable. So like if I click on, they'll open up to Intro to Medical Genetics, and then I can watch that video. And then these are also clickable. So these are articles. And so if I click on that, that'll open up, and that's also on Lecturia. And those are required readings for us. So and then I can also click on my textbook pages, and I rented this online from Vital Source. And so it's a review of everything in the beginning. That's the first test. So we're reviewing Mendelian and inheritance. So I put all that down here, and then this is the last section is for clarification if I had any questions. So I had a question about one of the slides that said something that I can ask in class. And so that's how that's going, and I have the same thing going for section 2. And then I've also started a little work on physiology because those modules were open. And so I've taken some notes on that, but I do need to kind of organize these notes a little bit because I realized some of this info was from intro and some of it was from membrane 1. And I actually put all the material, I think, here. Hey! Good boy, good boy. I love you. Mommy loves you. Alright, so I'm taking a break from all my wedding planning and my studying and my tutoring, and I just got some Amazon groceries in, so I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping for, I guess, lunch or dinner. So I went ahead and steamed some tempeh and marinated it. If you don't know what tempeh is, it's like a soybean product. It's fermented and packed together, and it's a really good substitute to use as meats. And it's actually healthy, unlike like the Beyond Meat and all those Impossible Burger products. And I went ahead and chopped up some veggies and some mangoes. So I'm gonna go ahead and make rice paper rolls, like brown rice. So if they turn out well, I'll take a picture. So I'm gonna put some spinach and some of my spicy tempeh that turned out really good. Some colorful bell peppers, some mango, a little bit of cucumbers, some green onions, cilantro, because we like it. Some people don't, that's okay. And I'm gonna put some spinach on top to wrap it up like a burrito. This is so good. Wow. All right, I am exhausted. I'm tired of studying and I feel like going to sleep, but I have way too much to do. So instead of drinking coffee, because I don't want to get even more addicted to it, I just get up and cook every time I feel like going to sleep. So I just got my General Tso's cauliflower out of the oven, and I'm about to put my broccoli in. There's my little garbage disposal. All right, I'm officially done with the first session of genetics, Intro to Medical Genetics, and Intro to Physiology in the first session of Physiology. So all I have left for the first test is session 2 genetics and session 2 of physiology, and then to study those. And I'm monitoring it on my study schedule on Notion. So here are the dates that I did whatever topic, and the color means where I feel I am at it. So yellow means that I'm kind of in the middle. A red would mean that I really have a lot of studying to do, and then a green would mean that I'm pretty good. Oh no, don't burn. I know I'm making fried rice and some of it's sticking. But it's all good because I cook with no oil. So that is kind of bound to happen. I think I'm ready to add my rice. Alright, so part of me wants to take a nap. Part of me wants to study session 2 genetics, like really bad. And part of me just wants to lay on the couch and watch TV. But the responsible me knows that I have not been to the gym today. And so I have to go. So since I don't feel like going, and the gym is like, now it's 5:30 about, so we're in rush hour now. So the gym, my LA Fitness, is gonna be like 20 minutes of a drive in bad traffic, and I just don't feel like doing that right now. So I'm gonna go to my apartment complex's gym, which is a 2-minute walk. And then I'm going to put on, let's see, I've been really liking Chicago Med lately on Netflix. So I'm gonna put that on and I'm gonna do 30 minutes of cardio, probably the elliptical. Hopefully if it's free. I hope it's not crowded. And then I will shower, have dinner, and then probably study genetics. I normally hit 180 beats per minute on my heart rate, and today was not a good day, so I barely got up to 130. But I did it. I came when I didn't want to, so I'm proud of myself. Now I'm heading back. Alright, the fiance is getting fitted for a tux, so while we wait on him to start dinner, I'm gonna snack on some fruit. Hello, sir. Did you want some melon? Actually, I don't know if dogs are allowed to have melon, so I'm gonna have it for now, and then I'll look it up.